This is for every truck owner for a 2014 F150 5.0 FX4 four-wheel drive. If you go and get gas, and as soon as you get gas, you get a crank no start, and you have to do it 2 or 3 times because it feels like you got a vapor or a vapor stop. What you need is you need to replace the canister vapor valve because it's not working properly. You can get a Duralast like this one here, or anything that's going to fit your make and model. So it's all apart. You can use a 5/16 socket to get in there and get the 2 bolts out. We've done that already, so it's a pretty easy operation, so you don't have to turn around and pay people quite a chunk of money to do this. You're going to find this top dead center, 12 o'clock, front of your motor. And when you got the old one out, you just put the new one in as such. Give it a nice little push in like that. It'll seat. Grab your 2 bolts. Get your bolts to line up. Feel it in. I like to finger tighten bolts just to make sure I got everything seated properly. That's one. Keep it a little loose, that way when you go over to your other side, it'll line up better. If you tighten one side before you tighten the other side nice and tight, you might have a problem aligning that other side. So just want to finger tighten it up, which is fine, and get your ratchet and socket. I did overkill, but I didn't want the ratchet in the way of the filming, and I've got a long extension on this 5/16. See if I can manipulate this with one hand. Should have went to a stubby, my bad. Just takes a little bit of tightening. Bam. There's one. Pretty simple. Get this one on, make sure it's seated properly. Same deal. Get that bolt turning. Once you get it turning, give that additional crank. Make sure that bolt seats. You could always put a little anti-seize on these bolts if people feel that they're go back in or they had a hard time taking them out to begin with. But there you go. Your bolts are on. Take your socket and your ratchet and ratchet extension out of the way. Pretty simple on this one. Just take this, place it on the connector. Just give it a little push on till it clicks. There you go. Now in order to get this off, what you want to do is you want to take and push this little tab down, and then you'll be able to pull this right off. On this one right here, same deal. You want to put that on, and when you put that on, all you got to do is push that little green connector down, and that's going to lock you in. Bingity bang, you're all done. Save yourself quite a chunk of change and taking it in. This is an easy do-it-yourself fix for those 2014 F150 5.0 people who can't start their motor with a crank no start right after they get gas. Hope this was helpful. See you next time in Just the Facts.